Hi, in this video, we're going to learn all about solving cubic equations. So let's start with this example. 2x cubed plus x squared minus 18x minus 9 equals 0. Now, in this case, we can actually solve this by factoring, and we can factor by grouping. So that's what we're going to do on the left side. Take a look at the first two terms. What can I pull out of both 2x cubed and x squared? Well, I can pull out an x squared from both, which leaves me with 2x plus 1. Looking at my last two terms, minus 18x and minus 9, I can pull out a negative 9 from both of those, and that also pulls out 2x plus 1. Notice that I went ahead and carried down my equals 0 as well, because this is still an equation. Now I want to keep factoring on the left-hand side, and I can pull a 2x plus 1 out of both of the terms, leaving me with x squared minus 9 in the other set of parentheses. Now you might be tempted to stop here, but don't, because x squared minus 9 is a difference of squares, which means it can be factored to be x plus 3, x minus 3. Notice that we're still carrying down the 2x plus 1, and we're still carrying down the equals 0. But now this is in its fully factored format, we're going to be able to set each of our factors equal to 0 and solve. So 2x plus 1 equals 0, x plus 3 equals 0, x minus 3 equals 0. We solve each of these independently, and we get the answers x equals negative 1/2, negative 3, or 3. Now, what if, on the other hand, I told you that f of x equaled x cubed plus 3x squared minus 10x minus 24? Well, first of all, notice that this is not factorable by grouping. Unfortunately, when you try it, you'll get stuck. It doesn't work out. So let's say instead I tell you that x plus 4 is one of the factors of the function, and I want to know what are all the solutions to f of x equals 0. Well, what I'm going to do here is I'm actually going to use synthetic division in order to factor x plus 4 out of my function, and then try and get it into fully factored form and set it equal to 0. So now if x plus 4 is a factor, then I can put negative 4 in the little box of my synthetic division. Then I'm going to write out all of the coefficients of my polynomial. So 1x cubed, 3x squared, negative 10x, and negative 24. So those are the numbers I'm using, 1, 3, negative 10, and negative 24. Now I'm going to go ahead and perform this division. I'm going to carry down the 1. I'll multiply it by the number in the box, negative 4. Add down, 3 plus negative 4 is negative 1. I'm going to multiply by that negative 4 again to get positive 4. Adding down, I get negative 6, multiply by negative 4 to get 24, and I add down and I get 0. Now, the really great thing here is that you'll see 0 is the remainder, so x plus 4 was indeed a factor, so we did this correctly. So now, remembering our function was written like this, we can pull out the x plus 4, and the numbers underneath the bar in the synthetic division are the coefficients of the second part of my factoring. So 1, negative 1, negative 6 means that I have x squared minus x minus 6 in my second set of parentheses. So now I can take this factored form and set it equal to 0, because remember, I'm looking for all the solutions to f of x equals 0. And I look at this and I say, okay, I can actually factor this one more time. X squared minus x minus 6 can be pulled out into x plus 2 times x minus 3. So now I can set each factor equal to 0 and solve. So x plus 4 equals 0, x plus 2 equals 0, and x minus 3 equals 0 are my three equations. When I solve them, I get x equals negative 4, negative 2, and positive 3 as my solutions to the problem. And that's how you solve cubic equations.